Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. It's Connor here. We are back with another One Leeds episode as the weekend approaches, where Leeds United are going to have to win. And it feels like this every single weekend, doesn't it? And it's pressure. But listen, pressure makes diamonds, doesn't it? So make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Make sure you're commenting. Subscribe as always, everybody. The Patreon is flying at this moment in time. We've got 3 new episodes up there this week. Make sure you check it out. Also, the merch, you know what to do. Link in the description below. We've had a lot of sales. A lot of you guys are loving the merch, which is great to hear and see as well. A lot of nice comments from the delivered products as well, which is something that me and Back4 wanted from the very beginning. So thank you so much for that. And we'll be doing some free giveaways at some point as well. So make sure you're tuning in with that one. So on today's news, today's rumour mill, we always speak about Leeds United's latest news points as well. So let's get into that. It looked like in the under-18s competition the other night, Adam Pope watched on as Charlie Crew apparently had a knock after the game, which could potentially force him out of contention this weekend. Obviously, Leeds United looking a little bit threadbare when it comes to squad options, especially in that midfield with Glenn Kamara, Archie Gray, potentially Gruev, and yeah, that's really it when it comes to central midfield options. Obviously, Ampadu we're expecting to be at the back. So yeah, Leeds looking very, very threadbare, and apparently Charlie Crew got a knock the other night for the youth team, which is not ideal at this moment in time. And listen, we know that Charlie Crew is an up-and-coming talent in the academy, and therefore, listen, in this Leeds United sphere as well. So what we do as a club is we really enhance, in my opinion, youngsters' potential, and it looks like Charlie Crew maybe got his opportunity to be in the squad for Leeds United, potentially had his opportunity to come on as well and influence things, but there are now question marks over his involvement tomorrow for Leeds United in the imperative, huge game against, imperative we win, and huge game against Coventry City, obviously. So not great news to start the day, to be honest with you, but more positive news when it comes to the development squad. I mentioned it yesterday, but I wanted to go into a little bit more depth today that Leeds United have made an approach for Mason Cotcher. Now, apparently, this guy is top-notch. Really, really top-notch, and there are a lot of clubs going for him. But apparently, according to reports this morning, the reason Leeds United are leading the pack is because Leeds are offering this insane pathway where, once again, as we've had with Calvin Phillips before, we have this pathway where youngsters and agents can see that you're going to get minutes if you come to Leeds United and you're good enough. You will get given that chance. Mason Cotcher apparently is looking at Leeds United as a very viable option, according to several reports this morning. He's played in pretty much every single Sunderland under-18 game this season as well. He's also managed via Tony Mowbray as well at the start of the season to actually get on the bench for Sunderland against Shrewsbury in the cup competition, which was really fantastic for his development, and shows that at Sunderland, listen, he's very highly thought of, but they can't do anything to stop this with his contract situation as well. So yeah, obviously with Leeds pushing for automatic promotion as well, that's going to give us a much stronger grip on a potential signing of Mason Cotcher. And there's rumours that this kid, if he continues this upward trajectory, is going to be worth 20 million quid and above. Listen, that's the projection from the Black Cats Academy. They think he's that good. So if Leeds are able to sign someone like him at a really good age as well, 17, we've seen Archie Gray come in at 17 years of age. If you are good enough, it doesn't matter how old you are. And we've seen that with the likes of Charlie Crew being involved in the squad. We've seen that with obviously Mason Cotcher and Leeds' interest there, and Archie Gray being the flagship of, if you come to Leeds, you will get given a chance. If you go to like another really, really big club, are you going to be given that chance? The likelihood is probably no. And as we mentioned, everybody, when we were just talking about Charlie Crew, the youth team won last night in a thriller at Ellen Road in front of 10,000 fans. What a support we have. It's just incredible. A 4-3 win, and they've booked their place in the FA Youth Cup final, which is just brilliant. It's excellent to see. And once again, Leeds United's youth, and a lot of this video is circulated around that, to be honest, is just prospering and getting better and better and better. Unfortunately, obviously, like we were speaking about a little bit before, Charlie Crew was brought off in the 87th minute. Interesting how he's probably going to be part of the squad tomorrow when he was playing such minutes. That probably indicates that he's not going to get on the pitch tomorrow, which is absolutely fine by me. It's just an experience for him. being part of the squad, hopefully. But yeah, great to see the youth team winning last night 4-3. What a victory that is. And guys, I also wanted to give you my prediction for this weekend in terms of the lineup. I'm going to go starting Illan Meslier. So, right back, Sam Byram. I think Byram's going to have to fit in there with the central midfield problems we have, and hopefully he can stay fit for this one. Apparently he was complaining the other night at more issues. Sam Byram's injury record is just staggering, isn't it? It's mental. Centre-backs, obviously it's going to be Joe and Ethan. Left-back, Junior Firpo. I thought he was the best player the other night, and he gives Leeds such a different dimension at this level when it comes to expansiveness, width, and real offensive danger. I think him and Cree are building up a really nice relationship there. The midfield I am a little bit worried about, especially with the danger of Callum O'Hare just picking up pockets in front of our defence, and that is going to be Archie Gray and Glenn Kamara. There needs to be a little bit of an understanding there. Maybe they can be almost a switch of roles at points during the game of Archie dropping into that centre-back role and Ethan moving forward a little bit. I'm not saying Archie should remain a centre-back, everybody. I'm just saying maybe there can be a little bit of a cover and a little bit of go as well. And obviously that's going to maybe influence proceedings a little bit, but there needs to be more of an understanding of who's going, who's covering, and they really need to keep on it with this one because, listen, they've got a lot of dangerous midfielders. Coventry and Callum O'Hare's the pick of the bunch, targeted by many Premier League clubs, the Coventry Jack Grealish. So that'll be my midfield too, but they've got to sort it out in terms of understanding. Hopefully there's been a bit of a build-up in synergy throughout the week and they've been able to work together because that was just absent against Watford, and Coventry are going to be looking at that against Hull, and Coventry will be looking at that and analysing that. Right wing, I would go with Dan James for this one. A bit more continuity. His performance needs to increase. I could not believe he got man of the match the other night by 43% of the fan base. And this is what I'm saying to you, everybody. If you get a goal, you can have a crap performance, but you will still get a lot of our fan base saying that you were the best player on the pitch, which is just absolute rubbish. And that's why I really struggle sometimes with analysing the game, because Dan James was woeful the other night, but because he scored, it means that he gets an 8, 9 out of 10, which I just think is rubbish. But his performance overall drastically needs to improve for this game. So he was giving the ball away so much. He was sloppy. And yeah, that goal at the end really got him out of a really, really poor rating the other night. But central attacking midfielder, I would put obviously Jorginho Rutter in there, who is arguably Leeds United's best, most important player, I should say, at this moment in time, dragging us from the defensive third into the attacking third. And I think his role is massive at the minute. And let me explain why. You've got Archie and Glenn, who one of them is going to have to adapt to a number 6 role if we don't have Uriah Graves and Ethan Ampadu available to go into that number 6. So if they're adapting to that role, listen, defensively, they're going to have to be a little bit more astute in there. So your attacking body in Jorginho Rutter is going to have to come back, collect the ball, and just drag Leeds up the pitch like he's done in pretty much every single game. What an important play he's going to be for this Coventry game, because I don't think you can get those two midfielders committing in Glenn and Archie, because it's going to kill us. So out wide, I'm going to go Cree, and up top, I think it's going to be Bamford. So there's no point in even really talking about anything else, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be that, and I think you saw that with Daniel's comments the other day about continuity and not changing too much. I'd be stunned if Joseph started, but I'd love to see him come on a little bit earlier if Bamford's not working again and it's not as sharp and he's been easily picked up like he was by Louis Coyle the other night and Greaves. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, everybody. We are thinking about going live tonight as well for a proper championship bumper preview. Let me know if you'd like me to do that. Leave a like on the video, and as I say, check out the Patreon, check out the merch, everybody. It's all there for you to look at. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.